If you started a channel 5 years ago and you see somebody that started a channel 6 months ago and they already got 10,000 subs and you only got 1,200, I can understand how that can make you feel discouraged because you're looking at them like, yo, they just started their channel and they already passed me. YouTube is a marathon. It's not a sprint. So even though they might be running past you currently, that doesn't mean that they're going to win the race. So many of us small creators are trying to grow on YouTube so fast. We just want to go viral overnight. We want thousands of subscribers. We want a whole bunch of views. And I get it, because I want all of those things too. But at the end of the day, why don't we just trust the process and not rush the process? Once you go viral, just know that you can't be on top forever. So eventually it's going to come down. But when you really take your time and you start pasting and you knocking out videos and you staying consistent, eventually when you reach the top, you'll have that following, you'll have that community. Once you start gaining that support from your true supporters, it's going to feel great because they seen you come from the bottom. People want to be in tune with the journey. When people have overnight success, it never lasts long. So stop trying to sprint your way to success on YouTube. You might have to jog this year in 2025, but the key is to stay consistent. Slow process is better than no process. So stop trying to rush the process. Stop trying to sprint your way to 100,000 subscribers. Stop trying to sprint your way to 1 million subscribers. What you need to do is be consistent, and over time, it's going to pay off. I know it can get discouraging when you on YouTube and you scrolling on that timeline and you start seeing people talking about they gain 10,000 subscribers in 2 months, or they gain 1,000 subscribers in 7 days, or they gain 50,000 subscribers in 6 months. Yeah, all those numbers sound great. And it seems like all those people are sprinting here on YouTube. But I want to tell you that majority of the people are going to have a slow pace when it comes to this YouTube thing. Because if you think you're about to sprint your way to the top, you are sadly mistaken, homie. You're going to get burnt out. You're going to get tired. You're going to get frustrated and eventually give up. But the key is to have a slow pace. The sprinting method might work for some people, but for majority of the people, you're going to have to take it slow like John Legend. For real. Stop trying to rush, man. Take your time. Figure out your niche. Figure out what you're good at. If you got a sense of humor, show us your sense of humor. If you got a funny laugh, let's hear it. Let your personality shine. But when you keep trying to do what other people is doing, or you see what works for one person, you could probably have the same title, the same thumbnail as somebody else, but guess what? Your video might not take off because them people might not rock with your personality like they rock with that other person. It's okay to take your time with YouTube. You do not have to rush. I know everybody here on YouTube is saying that YouTube is on easy mode, but the truth is, it's really not on easy mode. You need to take your time, really understand the platform, understand why certain videos go viral, understand why certain titles work, understand why certain small creators are taking off. What are they doing? Use ChatGPT. There's different methods for you to speed up the process, but that doesn't necessarily mean you have to sprint. Let's say you had 200 subscribers, right? If you have a goal to reach 1,000 subscribers, give yourself 6 months. You don't always have to get 1,000 subscribers in 7 days or 1,000 subscribers in 3 days. That's not going to work for everybody. I'm not saying it can't happen because I know it can, but you need to just get on first base. I know you're trying to knock it out the park, but at least just get on first base. A lot of us is trying to be too perfect as well. This is YouTube. It's cool to have flaws. You're human. We all human. Every video is not going to be perfect. All my videos are not perfect. I do a lot of edits because I mess up a lot of times, but I'm not ashamed. But I'm getting better because when I watch my older videos, I see like, wow, I was terrible. But even though my videos aren't perfect now, I can still see the growth because I've been consistent. You want to have all these subscribers. You want them plaques. You want that silver plate button. You want that gold plate button. And I can relate because I want both of those buttons as well. But I'm cool with taking my time and really building this community and getting better on camera and improving on my vlogs and my edits and everything I need to do to improve to be the best YouTuber. If it's going to take a year or two, I'm cool with that because at least I can say that I put in the work. I wasn't just looking for overnight success. I wasn't trying to just be a poppin' YouTuber in one day. No, if some of y'all could pop off in a week or in a month or a couple of months, that's cool. My hats off to you. But for the majority of us, that's not going to be the case. I talked about it in a video before that. Only 6 to 10% of YouTubers get monetized. It's so many people that want to be YouTubers, and only 6 to 10% of us will ever get monetized. Millions of people, and only 6 to 10% get monetized. So that lets you know it's not easy to get monetized, and it's not easy to be successful on this platform. Just like it's not easy to make it to the NBA. It's not easy to make it to the NFL. I know this is a little different because here on YouTube, you can have all the talent in the world, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be successful here on YouTube. You have to understand the platform, learn the ins and outs, study the analytics, study what works, study what doesn't work, and you're going to have to constantly reinvent yourself, because if you really notice, there's a lot of channels, popular channels and popular content creators I'm seeing here on YouTube have low views. There's YouTube channels that I see with millions of subscribers that are only getting like 2,000 views on their videos. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Even if you are consistent and even if you do get to the next level, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be at the top forever. YouTube is a marathon. You can be overlapping millions of YouTubers, but at the end, they can still come back in this race. There's people with 100,000 subscribers now that are only getting 800 views on their videos. And then there's small content creators that might have 10,000 subscribers and they're getting 80,000 views on their videos. There's a lot of big channels that has low views. They ain't really got no motion right now. So don't be discouraged, small channels. Keep grinding, take your time, put that work in, get better. Eventually you'll get to where you're trying to go if you put the work in. That's the key to this thing. Put the work in, make improvements, make adjustments. If you started a channel 5 years ago and you see somebody that started a channel 6 months ago and they already got 10,000 subs and you only got 1,200, I can understand how that can make you feel discouraged, because you're looking at them like, yo, they just started their channel and they already passed me. YouTube is a marathon. It's not a sprint. So even though they might be running past you currently, that doesn't mean that they're going to win the race. You might end up lapping them and winning the race, gaining more subs, gaining more views on your videos. So again, just remember that YouTube is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Stop letting these other YouTubers poison your process. So you might think that they passed you or they overlapped you multiple times because they got more subs. But in all actuality, the race ain't done, baby. You got to keep running. So don't get discouraged. Run your race. Man, when horses is running, they running straight. You know what I mean? They got the eye blockers on. Ain't no horses looking to the left, to the right. They just trying to win that race. When they hear them gunshots, them horses is taking off. So what I'm trying to say is stop worrying about what this YouTuber is doing over here, what this vlogger is doing. Run your race here on YouTube, man. Remember, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Small channels, make sure you drop your names below in the comments. Let me know how many subs you got and let me know your biggest struggle here on the platform. It's the homie LA Mars. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Remember, dreams don't have deadlines. Let's get it. And now, go!